Hi, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at changing your RDP port from the default 3389 to any other custom port, right? Whether that be in 3390, 50555, or whatever you want to do. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is log into that server, go to Reg Editor, open up Reg Editor, go to local machine. We're going to go to System, Current Control Set, and then we're going to go to Control, and then we're going to find Terminal Server. So let's go in there, Terminal Server, and then we're going to go down to Win Stations, and then RDP-TCP. So what we're looking for is something called port number. So you can see it is 3389 because that is the default standard for Windows. And like I said, you can do this in any OS. It doesn't have to be a server. It can be Windows 10, Windows 11. So anything that you're just trying to change that default RDP port is a good idea for security, just because the attackers know the default RDP port is 3389. So as long as you change the default, that just helps you from all those crawlers and stuff on the internet. It's not going to protect you because they can still find out that port, but it's going to definitely help. So we're going to go ahead and change ours to 3395 just for this demo and hit OK. Now, important thing here, this won't work or take an effect until you restart your server or restart your Windows 10 box or whatever OS you're running. So before we restart though, we need to go into our firewall settings, because we also need to allow that custom RDP port, right? So we're going to go into inbound rules. We're going to create a new rule here, and we're going to select port. And if you remember, we did 3395. So hit next, allow the connection, next, and then we'll just do secure RDP. Hit finish. So now anything coming on that port 3395 will get allowed. Now one other thing to note is you might want to secure this down a little bit more, right? So if you go open up the port and go to scope and then change the remote IP to, like, let's say this is a remote server hosted at OVH, AWS, wherever it might be, you want to kind of lock this down because you don't want to have RDP open up to the world, right? You either put this behind a firewall or whatever, but if you do remote IP and you can put in your public IP address, so that could be like a 101.163, whatever it might be, 23, or you can just do 0/24 if it's a /24 subnet. You can do that in there. So then if your IP address changes, if it's in that same range, it'll still allow it. But in any case, we're not going to go into all that. We're just going to do any IP and then hit OK on this. And there we go. And we'll go ahead and close our firewall. Now we're going to go ahead and reboot our server. But one thing before we do, let's go ahead and allow RDP, because that's one thing we didn't do. So just open up this PC, right click, go to properties, go to remote desktop, and we need to turn this on. And yes, confirm. So once this is turned on, now you will be able to remote onto that port once we reboot the server. So let's go ahead and now reboot this server, and we should be all set. All right, we rebooted our server. We're going to go ahead and log back in here. So once it comes back up, now you can go ahead and test your remote. So go ahead and go into, we're on another machine. We put up our remote desktop here, and we are going to try to connect to the server. Now you're seeing we're using a DNS name. Usually it would be the public IP address of whatever machine you're on. And to figure that out is you can just open up Edge or any browser and just go to, whatismyip.com. And we can just copy this IP address as it comes up here. So you can see we're 5179.9.117, so we're going to copy that. All right, we pasted the IP address in. Now you think you're done, right? Go ahead and hit connect. It's going to fail. And now let me tell you why. Because since we changed the default port from 3389 to 3395, we got to tell RDP to use a different port, because the default it's going to use is that 3389. So to do that, you do colon and you do 3395. So that's going to tell the RDP client to use that port instead of the default. So if we go ahead and hit connect, there you go. Log in with the administrator account. And there you have it. We just remoted into the machine. No problem at all. All right, you can see we successfully signed in, and we are on the server we were just in. And like I said, just a word of caution, I would definitely not open up this to the world. I would, lock it down by your public IP that you're trying to connect to, put a firewall in front of it. You know, do something that will help protect this, because having this open up to the world is probably not a good idea. In any case, I hope this video was helpful. And any questions, please leave them below. If you guys see anything that could have been done differently or better, please leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.